Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel Multiverse Batman v Superman Nightmare Batman. This is part of the Collect and Connect Grapnel Blaster Replica Wave. It's a very awesome and unique costume, so I'm definitely really happy to go ahead and get this thing, and I will be comparing it to the regular Batsuit in this video too. On the side you have a nice little bio right there, and just the kind of detail that it should look like, which I'm really hoping that the premium format figures by DC Collectibles blow this guy out of the water. So if you're into the recent DC films and you're into the figures, which you should be if you're watching this video, then I'm just letting you know I will actually be picking up a lot of the DC films figures and comparing them to these guys as well. But here you have the blaster and everyone else in the wave that you need to go ahead and create it. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and take a closer look. And here's Nightmare Batman out of the packaging, and this figure looks absolutely fantastic. It's awesome looking, but it does have a few drawbacks too, so we will discuss everything right now, as well as compare it to the regular Batsuit right there. But first up, he stands 6 3/4 inches tall. He's the same size as that other Batman right there. So first up, colouring the main base suit, the torso, it's basically not metallic. It's pretty much the same grey, but this actually looks really metallic next to this guy. It looks basically silver, whereas here it is more of a sort of a flat grey. The belts look the same. This has just got like silver paint on it, whereas this has obviously got the black with the gold, but this has the added little strap that comes down onto the side. But obviously with Nightmare Batman we have a lot of new parts, so the entire legs are completely different. We'll be taking a closer look at those in a second. Obviously he's wearing this overcoat, which is actually more flexible than what I thought it was. It actually looks like it's going to be very stiff, but it's a pretty pliable material, which is pretty cool. We have the new gauntlets right over here, so we've got the hand wraps on there, which are painted okay. I mean, it gets a little bit sloppy sort of around this knot up here, but it's okay, it works fine. But the major thing for me is the new head. This piece up here is actually separate. The goggles is just like a kind of push fit, and you can position it on the head however you want. If you really force it down, you can get it over the eyes, but you are risking stretching it and possibly even breaking it. So it's not really designed to actually go over the eyes. You can get it to do it, but it's really not designed for it. It's meant to just sit on top of the head. But in terms of the paint, the skin tone is much more of a realistic looking skin tone, and there's some more shading on there, so even more stubble, which is really realistic and actually quite lifelike for this scale figure. It looks fantastic, but the best thing, we don't get this horrible texturing, so it just looks absolutely fantastic. I wish that this head was on this figure, and if you can heat it up and swap them over to make this figure a custom, make it better, I would definitely suggest just picking up another one of these guys and putting one of these heads on this figure, if you can do that. As for accessories for this figure, he comes with 3 of these batarangs. They have China written on the other side, but as you can see, they are curved, they are bent, which is just how they are packaged. But I don't really mind too much, because at least he comes with something. However, I would much preferred the other Batman to come with batarangs, and this guy to come with a gun. The scar that he has in the film, is it a scar H? And also, he has the straps here for his holster, but there's no actual holster molded on the leg. Even like just having the pistol just sitting in the holster, like actually molded in there, I wouldn't mind that. They've obviously done it just so that we have this going straight down, but I wouldn't mind it if this sat a little bit out just like that, just so that you could have a gun in there. That would look fantastic. And because of the way that it's molded, there is actually some space in there anyway. But yeah, just having that assault rifle is so iconic for this style suit, so I definitely need to try and track one down from somewhere, a 6 or 7 inch scale SCAR rifle. But as you can see with a firearm, he looks absolutely awesome, so I definitely need to try and make one for him. But yeah, this thing would have been so much better if he had it, but never mind, it does look pretty good as is. So as for the articulation, the head moves up and down a little bit, and then left and right, and then we have the shoulders that come out to the side and go all the way around, and then the elbows, they're very stiff, but you do get some bend out of them, and then you also get the rotation there, and then you get a rotation at the wrist. You get an ab crunch right here, which moves forward and back, not all that much, I have to say. We have a rotation at the waist. The crotch pits are back in force, as you can see. They're massive, but the legs go all the way out to the side, forward and back, rotation at the upper part of the thigh, and then down here at the knee. It doesn't actually look like there's any articulation there, but it does bend, so really good looks, but at the same time, when you open it up, it looks really bad. So that's kind of, I'm for and against that kind of articulation right there. And then we have the hinge at the foot, so nothing too spectacular. So overall, this figure looks fantastic. You get a bit of shading on the back right there, more stubble on the face, and some shading on that neckerchief. It's definitely got more detail to it than the other Batman figure, so that's fantastic. The accessories that comes with are great, but I would have loved an assault rifle, so I cannot wait to customize this guy. You can take that cloak off if you wish, but obviously you'd have to replace it with a good color match, because those arm bits, the upper parts of the arms, that is not going to be removable. But I definitely think that this is an iconic look for Batman, and honestly this Mattel figure does put it off pretty well. So thanks for watching, guys. I definitely recommend this figure. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123 and the link is in the description below. And for more Mattel reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.